Hi, I'm Rob from WKS, and if you currently use WordPress to sell and promote products, then you need to watch this video. Now let me explain why I say that. Now if you're currently using WordPress to sell products or promote products, then you have a big problem. WordPress itself, and let's bring that to the screen, WordPress itself comes with one template. It's called 2010. And in itself it's a great template, it's a great theme for blogging, but absolutely no good for selling. And why do I say that? Well, first of all, this particular style really isn't anything to do with the product that I'm trying to sell. So at the moment, obviously, I'm trying to sell WKS. But what happens if I'm selling multiple types of products? So I'm selling healthcare videos, I'm selling dog training videos as well, I'm also selling insurance. Well, this particular theme doesn't represent any of those products particularly well. And also, down the side here I've got a load of links. Now that's an open invitation for my customers to go and click and move away from this particular site or move away from this page, and I certainly want them to come down and hit the buy it now button. So really we want to get away from using 2010 and use a theme which is then representative for all the different products I sell. But there isn't any one theme that you can use that represents healthcare as well as dog training as well as insurance. Well, not until WKS. Well, let me just show you WKS in action. So I'm in the back end here of WordPress and I'm using version 3.03, shows you just there. Now let's go and have a look at the appearance so I can see the different themes that I've currently got loaded. And there we go. Right, so I've got 2010 running there, but also I've got loaded the WKS tool. So if I go down and just activate that. Okay, so that's activated. Now let's go and have a look at our page again. So that was the 2010 theme. Let's just do a refresh on that. And you'll see now that it's changed over. Okay then, so it's changed over into a different type of blog style. Still got the information here that I've written, but we've still got these links down the side, which causes us a problem, doesn't it? So let's go back and let's have a little bit of a change of that particular page. So I go to the pages and I go to this particular one, which is demo page 1. That's the one that we were currently looking at. And we can see there the information that I've written in. Now what I'm going to do is I'm just going to shrink this box down a little bit because it's a little bit too big. So at the moment I'm using the default theme, and that's over here on the page attributes. If I click this down I can see an entry here, a template that says WKS no header, and another one says WKS with header. Well, I'm going to say WKS with header, and I'll just say update. Okay, that's now updated. If I go back to this page and now do a refresh, you'll see that the page has changed somewhat. But now I'm in a position where I can really start manipulating this page and changing to something I really want. So let's go back and see what we can do. Well, the first thing I want to do is change the background colour. Now the background colour is that sort of like grey at the moment. Now don't worry about the codes I'm going to type in. When you buy this product you get all the codes written down for you, and there's also an area where you can see other videos in our members area. So don't worry about the codes, but all I'm going to type in is BG for background and then colour. And I'll give it a hexadecimal number, and let's make it some sort of blue. So I'm going to say 000033, and I'm just going to add that. Now you see the box there just went yellow. That means that the code has been accepted, and if I come back here and do a refresh, you'll see now that the background colour has gone to a blue. Great, okay, so we've changed the background colour. But let's be a little bit more fancy. Let's put that back to a grey, a dark grey. So I'm going to put that as a load of 4s. Just do an update. Going to have a check that it's all worked. There we are, it's gone to a grey. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to put a graduated fill in. So I'm going to type in here BG image. Now I've got graduated backgrounds in my library, so I got to my WordPress library and I go to my media. Now all the files that you see here, well, most of the files that you'll see here you get with the package as well. So when you get it, you're not just left there with nothing to do. You've got some templates and that ready to start using. But let's look down here. I'm looking for a graduated black. I can't see it on there, so let's go to my next page. And there we are, it's at the very top. So what I need to do is just say show, and I come down here to this line that says link URL, and that's the only line that I'm interested in. I'm not interested in anything else. So let's just highlight all of that and copy it. I can close that little window down, come back down to where I've typed in BG image, and now just paste in that particular code. I'm just going to add the field, goes yellow, come up here and do a refresh, and you'll see now that we've got a graduated field. But a bit of a problem. We've got the graduated fill seems to repeat itself going down the page. Well, I can solve that very easily. I just say bg repeat, and I'm just going to say repeat minus x. Now minus x means going horizontally, and minus y means going vertically, and again it's all explained in the documentation that comes with the package. So just add that, come back and do a refresh, and now you can see that we've got the graduation going across the top but not repeating down the page. Okay, so we've made that look nice. Well, let's see what else we can do. Let's go back to the administration side and say that we want to change the sheet. So I've jumped around there. The sheet is this area here, the white area. I want to change the sheet color, so I'm going to change that to, well, let's make a color up as we go along. So let's say the sheet color, I'm going to have the sheet color as, I don't know, we'll just make a number up. So I'm going to type in 448811. Don't know what color that's going to be, but let's have a look. So do a refresh. Well, it's gone to a greenish color. Okay, so we can change the colour there. But let's say we actually wanted to put a background image there instead, so I'm going to delete that for the minute. And I'm going to put a background image for the sheet, so sheet image, and I go up to my library again, go to media, and I'm going to look for something I can use as a background. Let's go for this blue furry style. So again, I just say show, and I come down to this link URL, highlight that. There we go. Close that down, come back down to this area where I've written sheet image, and just paste that in. Update it. Now come and have a look. And you see now it's gone to this blue furry background. Okay, so we've got a lot of control over there. So let's say now that we want to add a header, and then in a minute we'll look at also putting a footer in as well. So let's go back and we'll start looking at a header. Now I'm going to remove this sheet image blue fairy style because I don't need that, so I'll just remove that. And I'm now going to type in header image, and again go to my library, and let's pick something. Let's say we're going to pick this sales page header number 2, so I'll show you that. Now one important thing we need to do when we're doing this part, and this is the only time we need to do this, is to make a mental note of these dimensions. So the dimensions are 800 by 303. So again, I come down here and I just take this particular line, paste it in, and I have to say the width was equal to 800 and the height was equal to 303. And I just need to add that. Let's go back and have a look, to refresh. Remember we took the furry background away. Okay, so we've got a nice header sitting in there, but the sheet itself is a little bit too wide in it, so we need to now go and change the sheet width. So we just type in sheet width, and I say that's 800 because I know that's the size of the header. So I just add that in and do a refresh, and you can see now that that's gone straight away to the right sort of size. But if you notice here, I don't know if you can pick this up on the video, but it's a little bit of a graduation here on the header in the white area, and we need to represent that as well, or reproduce that on the sheet. So not a problem. We're going to go down to the sheet image again, sheet image, and I'm going to go up to my library because I've actually got a background for that particular sheet, and it's that one there. So again, I just take this particular line. You can see how easy this really is. Paste that in, add that, come back and do a refresh, and now you can see, well, I hope you can see that it's got a little bit of a graduated grey on the side as well. Okay, now let's take care of the footer. Okay, so the footer image, up to my library, and there we are, sales page 2 footer blind. There we are. So do that again. We're just going to highlight it and copy it, come back down, the footer image, just paste that in, add it in,